Hi friends, it's Christina on the homestead today, and we're going to be putting up some new fencing for the goats and the chickens and whatever else we decide to get. We've got some pigs in the works, and we had to install a drain field out here 2 years ago so we need to make sure that we can keep animals off of it in the future if someone decides to bring horses on the property or anything heavy like that, because horses compact the soil too much, they're too large of an animal, and it can destroy the leach lines. So we want to make sure that that's sectioned off. Plus, nobody can drive over it. So you see those white caps, there's 3 white caps back there. Those are the end of our lines. So we need to enclose those, make sure nobody can drive over it, that no big animals can get on it. And we'd like to just be able to grow our field, keep the goats sectioned off to certain areas because it's just dry. Dirt all the time. We're having a hard time getting anything to grow out here because they just come out and eat nonstop. So here's our plan. So right now the goats have access to this small little section, and then they have some cover, and then there's their entrance to the little goat house. But what I want to do is section this off from here, come across to the end of the greenhouse there, and make this one little pasture, and then create a second one in the back there. You can see we have some green, it's trying to come in, but once it gets any taller, I mean, the goats and the chickens are constantly out here all the time, and we're in a extreme drought in Central Oregon. We don't have irrigation out here, so we are probably going to be running hoses. I'd like to be able to drill an irrigation well out here sometime, but I don't know if that'll be in our future, especially with a lot of wells in the area drying up. The well companies are pretty booked out. And so we've got the auger ready. We're gonna drill some posts, and we're probably gonna make this into 2 sections actually. So this will be one side for the buck that we're hoping to get, and then the girls will have this side over here. So there'll be two sections, and hopefully we can grow something out here. The other thing that we're gonna work on is installing a gate. Even though we don't want people to drive over that part where the drain field is, this side can be used to pull in and turn around, as long as, well, and just load animals, load and unload animals. Right here, from this post over, can I help you? Are you chewing on me? You want my attention? So we're gonna put a gate up across here, 14-foot gate we've got left over, and that way we can load and unload animals from this side, because right now there's no other way to get in and out of here aside from just like the little gates like that. You having a hard time getting comfortable? Juniper take up all this space? Our rooster finally found his voice. So I had to leave to go do some stuff for work for a little bit, and I came back and he's already got all the posts up. The gate is up. Got those posts set. And then we can start taking down that. But I also went and picked up some fencing while I was gone. Had to get a 100-foot roll of fencing because what we have is not thick enough gauge. We have more field fencing, and the goats are just too hard on that. All right, well, we gotta take a break for dinner, and the girls definitely seem kind of confused as to what's going on. This is what we got done. So the gate is up over there, which is nice because then I can open it, and it opens almost across the driveway to close off where they can go and eat. So this is going to be, this is kind of my vision. Let's just section off that rectangle for their pen and keep them out from in front of the house so that we have a direct path to the greenhouse and we don't have to risk them getting in the, oh hey, Ruru's finally doing his job, Mr. Rooster Jones. And yeah, we don't have to worry about them getting in there. You're right. Okay, so we've got all the posts set out there. Jeremy's just finishing a couple T-posts for the gates, and as any homesteader knows, there's gates, and more gates galore. And we are trying to be really cognizant of the amount of material we're using and reuse what we have. Over here, you see we have a lot of extra material that we've salvaged from other jobs and our own homestead here. We tore down a shed that was on the side there. So I'm dismantling the walls that came off of that to reuse the 2x4s to create some gates. And yeah, then later today I'm gonna go pick up a buck. Okay, got those taken apart, and I know that some people will probably think it's silly that we're trying to use salvage wood from around the property, but as of today, March 27th, 2022, lumber prices are still pretty high from all of the things that have happened through the pandemic, supply issues, wildfires, inflation, yada yada yada. As of today, a 2x4x10 Douglas fir from one of the big hardware stores is $14.35. And when we're trying to build substantial things around our property, it's not feasible for us to just go spend that kind of money. We're also trying really hard to live our lives on less consumerism and purchases, and this fence wasn't necessarily within our budget. Steel prices are also significantly higher, and we did have to buy new rolls of fencing because everything that we have out here right now was repurposed from when we bought the property. It was all used fencing, and it's not sufficient to hold in the goats. Our goats do have horns as well, so they tend to get their heads stuck, and that's just not safe. And I'm not interested in disc butting my goats. I do not agree with that choice. So our option is to redo the fence. I had a really good year in real estate last year. So I have saved some money, and unfortunately, with the prices skyrocketing as quickly as they did, it kind of broke my budget. So plus we really just want to be more sustainable and utilize what we have versus just going out and buying new stuff all the time. So now I got to build three gates minimum right now just to get started. We're gonna do 3 by 4, and I'm just gonna do identical gates. Go on! Oh, I wanted to get the stanchion out of there. There it goes. Yo, we know you're ready, Maple. Okay. Don't put your head through there. Well, I ran out of daylight, and you can't tell, but I've got my 3 gates down here. Nope, it's dark. There they are. Got them all stained up, drying. And work on putting those up tomorrow. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I'll keep you guys updated on some of the progress and how Ollie is doing with his new girls, and we'll get the rest of the fence finished this week. But thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos.